Welcome to Millionaire Coin Finds, where pocket change turns into a fortune. Money bag. If you love rare coins, shocking values, and unbelievable finds, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and see which coins could make you rich today. Magnifying glass. Tilted left sparkles. Hello, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters across America. If you've got an old coin collection sitting in a drawer or tucked away in your grandpa's attic, this is the video you absolutely do not want to miss. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious and insanely valuable world of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar proof coin, and what we're about to reveal could seriously blow your mind. We're talking about a coin that looks like any ordinary half-dollar, but if it's the right one, from the right proof set, and in the right condition, it could be worth a life-changing fortune. Yes, you heard that right, this is not just any coin. This is one of the most sought-after US half-dollars ever struck, and if you have one in your possession, especially one that came straight from an original 1972 proof set, you might just be sitting on a secret jackpot. So, don't blink. Don't scroll. Don't skip. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this rare half-dollar, why collectors are going absolutely crazy for it, and how much it could be worth if you happen to find one hiding in your coin stash. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the Kennedy half-dollar itself, a coin that holds not only financial value, but deep historical significance in American hearts. Introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination, this coin quickly became more than just money. It became a piece of American history. A tribute. A symbol. A collectible, and over the years, some of these half-dollars, especially from the early 1970s, have become extremely valuable, particularly the ones minted as proof coins. Proof coins, for those new to coin collecting, aren't your regular everyday coins. These are coins specially made for collectors by the United States Mint with mirror-like finishes, sharp details, and limited mintage. They're not meant for circulation, which makes their survival in perfect condition even more important, and incredibly rare. Now, among all the Kennedy half-dollars, the 1972's proof coin stands out like a shining star. It was struck at the San Francisco Mint, hence the S mint mark, and included only in official U.S. proof sets sold to collectors. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these proof coins were struck with extraordinary quality, but a few rare pieces were made with unique anomalies, minor imperfections, or unintentional features that dramatically increase their value. Collectors call these error coins, and when these errors appear on proof-struck half-dollars, especially from 1972, you've hit what's basically the lottery of the coin world. So how can you tell if you have one? Listen carefully, pull out your 1972 proof set, if you have one. Now examine the Kennedy half-dollar closely under a magnifying glass or coin loupe. Look for things like frosted devices with ultra-deep mirror fields. These are signs of a deep cameo proof, which are worth significantly more. Also look for striking errors, doubling, weak strikes, unusual metal toning, or any slight misalignments. These are rare, but highly prized by collectors. But here's the kicker, most people who have these proof sets have no idea what they're sitting on. They think it's just a shiny old coin from the 70s. They have no idea that the right 1972 Kennedy proof half-dollar could be worth more than their car, or even more than their house, and don't even get me started on condition. If your coin is in perfect proof 70 condition, that's a flawless specimen graded by PCGS or NGC, then you've got something extremely special. Fewer than a handful of these have ever been recorded at that grade, and they are fetching serious money at auctions. Now let's talk about why this coin is so hot in the collector market right now. There are a few reasons. First, scarcity. These coins are over 50 years old, and finding one that has survived in pristine, untouched, perfect condition is extremely rare. Second, popularity. The Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most collected coins in America. Collectors want to complete their sets, and they're willing to pay huge premiums for top-grade examples, especially rare proof errors or deep cameo coins. Third, grade population. The top grading agencies, like PCGS and NGC, have certified only a small number of these coins in ultra-high grades, which means demand is far greater than supply. And in the coin world, low supply plus high demand equals big bucks. And finally, speculation and prestige. Coin investors and collectors with deep pockets are always hunting for rare coins that could appreciate over time. A perfect 1972 Kennedy proof $50 isn't just a coin, it's an asset. A legacy. A trophy piece. Now imagine this. You find that old proof set in a drawer. You check the Kennedy $50. It's gleaming. No scratches. Deep cameo contrast. You send it off to PCGS or NGC, and the grade comes back, a perfect proof 70. You list it at auction, and the bids start rolling in. One after another. And before you know it, that single, shiny $50 has just sold for somewhere between $115,000 and $135,000. That's right. A small, silver-clad coin minted over 50 years ago could be worth more than some people make in 2 years. So if you're sitting on a 1972 proof set, it's time to take a very close look at your Kennedy $50. And if you don't have one? Well, you might want to start searching estate sales, old coin collections, or online coin lots, because you never know when you might stumble across one of these incredible rarities. This is the world of coin collecting. It's thrilling. It's mysterious. And sometimes, it's incredibly profitable. So don't miss your chance. Look through those old proof sets. Dig through your boxes. And if you find a 1972 Kennedy $50 proof that looks flawless, get it graded. Because it just might change your life. Today we're unlocking the story of one of America's most collected and surprisingly valuable coins, the American Kennedy $50 from the year 2000, taken straight from the official proof set. This coin is not just pocket change. It's a masterpiece of modern US minting that could be hiding a shocking secret value you won't believe. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to reveal just how much this beautiful proof coin can actually be worth today. Let's rewind a little. By the year 2000, the Kennedy $50 had already been in production for decades. Originally introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, this coin instantly became a national treasure. The design was loved by Americans everywhere, and collectors couldn't get enough of it. The proof coins, minted in extremely limited quantities and sold only in proof sets, were the crown jewels for serious coin enthusiasts. The year 2000 proof Kennedy $50 represents the beginning of a new millennium, and owning one feels like holding a piece of history that connects the past with the future of America. The design on this coin is iconic. On the front, we see the strong and confident profile of President Kennedy, etched with incredible detail and highlighted by the mirror-like surfaces of the proof strike. Every strand of hair, every curve of his face reflects the artistry of the U.S. Mint. Flip the coin over, and you're met with the majestic eagle from the Great Seal of the United States, its wings spread wide, arrows in one talon, olive branch in the other, and 50 stars encircling it to represent our great nation. In proof quality, the sharp details of the eagle combined with the frosted cameo effect against the mirror background make this coin absolutely breathtaking. But here's where it gets interesting: rarity and condition. Most 2000 Kennedy $50 proof coins were safely stored in their original mint packaging. However, over time many proof coins have developed haze, spots, or tiny marks that reduce their value. The ones that survived in flawless deep cameo condition, brilliant, spotless, and perfectly preserved, are the true treasures. These coins, especially when graded at the highest levels by NGC or PCGS, can sell for staggering amounts. And there's more: error coins. Every collector knows that minting mistakes can create massive opportunities. Double dies, off-center strikes, or variations in cameo depth on a proof Kennedy $50 from the year 2000 can make it even more desirable. Collectors pay a premium for unique pieces like this, and the competition can drive the price higher and higher. Now let's get greedy, because this is the part that will blow your mind. If you have an American Kennedy $50 from the year 2000, taken from a proof set and preserved in pristine, deep cameo, gem quality condition, or if you're lucky enough to have one with a rare mint error, its value can skyrocket to an incredible $113,000 to $150,000. Yes, you heard that right, well over $100,000 for a single $50 coin. We're unlocking the hidden story of one of the most collectible modern U.S. coins, the American Kennedy half-dollar from 1972, struck for the official United States Mint proof set. This is not your everyday pocket change. This is a coin that represents history, legacy, and big-time money for those who recognize its true value. Stick with me until the end, because the price tag on this coin will blow your mind. The Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. First introduced in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, the design quickly became a symbol of American pride and resilience. By 1972, the half-dollar was still going strong, but proof coins were created in much smaller numbers than regular circulation coins. These proofs were never intended for spending, they were struck only for collectors, with brilliant mirror-like surfaces and sharp frosted details that make them stand out as works of art. Let's look at the design. On the obverse side, you'll find the powerful portrait of President John F. Kennedy, perfectly detailed and framed by the word liberty and the national motto "In God We Trust." Every line in his hair, every curve in his profile, glows under the precision of the proof strike. Flip it over and you'll see the reverse, where the majestic eagle from the Great Seal of the United States spreads its wings wide. Arrows and an olive branch rest in its talons, symbolizing the balance of war and peace, while 50 stars surround the eagle, representing the strength and unity of the nation. In proof condition, this design almost jumps off the coin, with a contrast between the frosted cameo images and the deep, mirror-like background. Now, rarity is the key. The 1972 proof Kennedy half-dollar wasn't made in huge numbers, and over the decades, many proof sets have been mishandled, damaged, or lost. The coins that survive in flawless condition, those with no haze, no scratches, and strong deep cameo contrast, are extremely desirable to collectors. These are the coins that get certified by top grading companies like PCGS and NGC, where the highest grades command incredible prices. But the story doesn't end there. Some 1972 proof Kennedy half-dollars come with unique errors or varieties that make them even more valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for double dies, striking anomalies, and cameo differences that set one coin apart from the rest. An error coin from this year can skyrocket in value because it combines rarity with uniqueness, making it a true prize for any serious collector. And now, here's the greedy truth that every coin hunter wants to know. If you are lucky enough to have an American Kennedy half-dollar from 1972, pulled from a proof set and preserved in perfect deep cameo condition, or if you own one with a rare mint error, its value can reach an unbelievable $115,000 to $160,000. That's right. A single half-dollar coin from 1972 could put more money in your pocket than you ever imagined. Are diving into a coin that many people overlook but that has the power to shock you with its value. The American Kennedy half-dollar from 1986, struck as part of the official United States Mint proof set. This is not just a coin, this is a shining piece of American history that could be worth a staggering amount of money. Stay with me until the end, because you won't believe the price tag attached to this half-dollar. The Kennedy half-dollar has always been a collector favorite. First released in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, this coin quickly became one of the most cherished and widely recognized coins in American history. By 1986, the Kennedy half-dollar had already cemented itself as a modern classic, but the proof coins from that year have an extra level of desirability. Unlike circulation coins, these proof versions were struck using polished dies and specially prepared planchets, giving them a deep mirror-like surface with razor-sharp details that collectors love. Let's talk about the design. On the front, you'll see the proud and bold portrait of President John F. Kennedy, his profile detailed with precision and surrounded by the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Flip it over, and the reverse showcases the Great Seal of the United States, an eagle with its wings spread wide, grasping arrows in one talon and an olive branch in the other. The image is surrounded by 50 stars, symbolizing strength, unity, and the enduring spirit of the nation. In proof condition, these designs absolutely shine, with frosted cameo relief standing out against the mirror background, creating a breathtaking contrast. Now let's get into why this coin is so special. Proof coins are already rare because they're not meant for circulation. But keeping a 1986 Kennedy half-dollar proof in flawless condition is even rarer. Many proof coins from the 1980s have suffered over time. Tarnish, haze, scratches, or poor storage conditions reduce their value. But those few that survive in perfect, deep cameo condition, with blazing contrast and no imperfections, are in extremely high demand among serious collectors. These are the coins that get certified at the highest grades, and their values can be shocking, and don't forget about minting errors and unique varieties. Some 1986 Kennedy half-dollars have been discovered with double dies, strike-throughs, or cameo strength differences that make them even more valuable. Error coins are like one-of-a-kind treasures, and collectors will pay a fortune to get their hands on them. Here's where it gets greedy, and here's what you've been waiting for. If you own an American Kennedy half-dollar from 1986 proof set, in pristine deep cameo condition or with a rare minting error, the value of that single coin can soar to an astonishing $109,000 to $180,000. Yes, you heard that right, over $100,000 for one half-dollar coin from 1986. Go check those proof sets, search through your collections, and pay close attention to those Kennedy halves. You might be holding a fortune and not even know it. If this video got you excited about coin hunting and rare US coins, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another coin value reveal. Thanks for watching, and may your next coin find turn into a life-changing discovery.